But our poleman Damien Buckmaster won't be joining us on the grid today because of a frightening accident in qualifying yesterday. Look at this absolutely horrific accident. Gets thrown off the Kawasaki at high speed, across into the kitty litter there. The bike obviously badly damaged, but fortunately able to walk away. So Damien Buckmaster with a sore wrist won't be riding today. Martin Kregel now takes the number 2 position, or number 1 position on the grid. Row 2, Kirk McCarthy on 6, and Sean Giles, the Firth of Ducati's bike 19. Out of row 3, bike 18, Steve Martin on the Melbourne Suzuki. From 4, Peter Goddard on the Ansett Air Freight Suzuki. Row 4, 22, Jason McEwen on the second Ducati, and Benny Archibald 69 on the Fibre Flash Kawasaki. Row 5, 35, David Emerson. From 9, Robbie Baird on the Winfield Honda. Row 6, 51, Robbie G, and 31, Ian Short on the Kawasaki. Moments away from the start, revs rise, and a great start there for Martin Kregel, but he's been absolutely gunned off the line by both McCarthy, and it looks like Sean Giles pushing through first to the corner as we introduce Wayne Gardner to the commentary team. And Wayne, boy, the action is aplenty here on the Superbikes at Winton this afternoon. Great start from Sean Giles.
Very much. It's not unexpected, actually, the Ducatis or the Hondas make a better start than the Kawasaki. Obviously because of the torque range, and it's low torque, low down power. So, but after, I think the Kawasaki will come through. It's got very, very good horsepower and good straight line speed. So I expect Martin Kregel to come through pretty soon.
It's just fascinating. These 3 bikes could be so evenly laced. Look at McCarthy there in 3rd position, I think it is. Just trying to get up at the back of Sean Giles' bike. So Giles will lead him down the straight for the first time. There's Jason McEwen on the Ducati. Great start from him too, as they thread their way back down the back straight onto the pit straight for the first time.
Duke 1-2, Wayne, you've raced at some outstanding circuits throughout your 2- and 4-wheel career. How would you like to be on one of these around here?
Pass. You know, I came out here this morning at 8:30 when they were practicing, and it was freezing cold, even though it was a lovely day and the sun was out, but I certainly had no ambition to be on the things today.
Look at this great dice between these 2 Ducati teammates. McEwen, as he sneaks up the inside on bike 22, takes the lead from Giles.
No team orders here, Mark.
No, it doesn't look like it.
McEwen's got a very strange style. He hangs off the bike in the corner, as you can see, a lot more than the others, and he doesn't seem to get on top of the bike off the corner, and you'll see that the bike wiggles and wobbles off the corner because he's not actually pushing his weight down on top of the bike off the corner. Particularly, it'll get worse as the race goes on.
Could that be something to do with the weight of the bike, Wayne? I know these Superbikes are up around 160 or something kilograms. There must be pretty physical things to ride around a tight place like this.
Yes, there are. The Ducatis, I think, are about 148 kilos, and the Kawasaki's and Hondas are around 158 or 60. So Ducati's a lighter bike, but obviously has a little bit less power, but a little bit more, jumps and bucks off the bumps. A little bit easier as well, being a lighter machine.
Jason McEwen, Ducati leads from Sean Giles. McCarthy in 3rd, Kregel in 4th, Goddard in 5th, Baird, Martin, Archibald in 8th, G in 9th, and rounding out the 10 short. This is where the action is. Bike 6, McCarthy coming under fire from Kregel. Tremendous dice here for the majors. And there's Giles in 3rd, Kregel catching up behind him in 4th, Kirk McCarthy on the Winfield Honda. All the bikes very evenly matched amongst the factory Ducati, Honda, and Kawasaki.
Kirk McCarthy on the Honda really has come of age over the last couple of months as a Superbike superstar. Just as we say that, he gets a little awkward coming down onto what is a very quick straight for the Superbikes and into a type of chicane.
Yeah, he's riding very, very well, and you see his positioning on the bike is good, and the Honda has a very, very good torque range as well. And although the Ducati at the moment is getting away, but I expect the Kawasaki to move up pretty soon because it is very, very fast and actually handles it very, very well. They've got the thing really sorted out.
Bike 4 there, Peter Goddard. Man, you've raced against numerous times, Wayne.
Yes,
obviously a very talented guy.
Peter's a good friend of mine, and I like Peter. I think he's not a good guy, but he also rides very, very well. He's very sturdy. You don't see him crash very often. I like his riding style. Got a lot of respect for Peter.
Here's the battle for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Robbie Baird, Peter Goddard, Martin in there too, Archibald. Great mix of bikes and riders. Very close competition at Winfield. Very tight circuit, 2 kilometres around here, but quite some speed on these bikes, as you saw from that crash by Damien Buckmaster yesterday.
Yes, it's a fairly tight track, but particularly that section where Buckmaster got off, it is a very, very fast corner, and coming on the exit there, you've got to try and pull it back to the right. It's come around sideways and it's high-sided him off. that is the worst type of crash you can have on a motorcycle, when they high side you off and flick you in the air. It's very, very painful if you land wrong.
So McEwen leads them across lap 4 down at this 6-lap contest. McCarthy still in second, some 0.6 of a second down. Giles in third, 2.2 seconds behind him. Craggle, Baird, got out a whole bunch of them trying to track them down.
Ben Archibald on the number 69 machines moved up 2 spots in about the last 2 or 3 corners. So the youngster really on a flyer at the moment on the Fibre Flash Kawasaki.
Kirk McCarthy in second position. This is lap 6. This is lap 7, actually, 6.5 down, so we're getting past, well past half distance. And McEwen coming increasing fire from McCarthy. Wonder if he can do anything about it. Where would be the good place to pass on a bike around here, Wayne? Is it just as difficult as touring cars to get past on this place?
Yes, it's a very tight circuit. You can see it's not very wide. Down the straight's usually the easiest way and the best way.
So the same as a car, you've got to get a really good run out of the corner and try and get him under brakes.
Yes, you've got to try and preserve your tyres to get off the corner. It's exactly like touring cars.
Oh, how close is it here? Craggle's having a real go at Giles now. He's fallen back into his clutches. These guys are back in the 61-second bracket. McEwen and McCarthy are both running 60, so not quite as quick as the leaders, but it hasn't dampened the action any. Craggle down the inside, he's done it.
That's a good passing manoeuvre.
Well, Giles would have seen him through and seen him coming.
If he's to catch the leaders, he's going to have to get a bit of a move on, because it's not a long-distance race, and although Kawasaki is very fast, so we'll get to see now how the thing handles actually around the long sweeper here.
7 laps down, 3 to go.
Good pass there by Craggle, as we saw he tried it on a couple of occasions, bided his time, showed a lot of maturity, a lot of patience. The battle for third continues. Certainly by a long shot it's not over. McEwen isn't going to give up quite that easily. Back to first and second, bike number 22.
Getting the head down behind the screen there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think there'd be much aerodynamic advantage here, but they are doing about 190k, I think, at the end of the straight. So
bikes are very, very fast.
Yeah.
I don't think people really understand, particularly watching on TV, how fast they accelerate and how fast they are. I mean, comparing to touring cars, they're a lot faster than us.
but they feel a lot faster too.
Yes, particularly when you hit the ground.
Okay, 8 laps down, 2 to go. It's getting hot at the end of the race here.
McCarthy's looking for a hole somewhere there. It's going to be tough, but I think he might be able to do it.
McEwen's doing a great job. It's very controlled, defensive riding from him. He knows this guy's just hanging off his rear wheel, but he hasn't made a mistake yet.
No, he's riding very well. He's closing the door there, not letting him up the inside, keeping it nice and tight, getting a nice drive off the corner. He's protecting his position very, very well, although...
when you're in this situation like Jason McEwen, you obviously haven't even got to look over your shoulder. You can hear that guy behind you.
Yes. You can hear the sort of rumble and you can feel it in your blood that he's there. And obviously when you come around and see your lap board, it's like plus nothing. You think, oh my God, I'm going to keep trying another lap.
I won't even look over my shoulder because he might overtake me. Yeah.
Exactly. And most times, when you do look over your shoulder, you lose pace.
That throws you off, yeah.
These two are so close, I'm quite sure that McEwen would be able to see the shadow on the ground at certain parts of the circuit.
1 more lap to go as they cross the start-finish line. 2 more kilometres of opportunities for Kirk McCarthy before he's going to have to be clever here. McEwen hasn't made one mistake.
No, he's riding good. He's riding very well. I think he's got it covered, actually.
Craggle's still in third, some 4.3 seconds behind this battle. Here they are. There's third and fourth position. Giles has been displaced by Craggle, just trying to hang on to this final lap.
Giles is doing hang on to Craggle. Doing a really good job, actually, hanging on the Kawasaki. It's a very fast bike.
So
a win here would be fantastic for Kirk McCarthy, who heads off to Japan on Monday with Robbie Baird for a test session with HRC for possible Suzuka 8-hour ride. So that'll do his confidence.
That's a tough race.
Good.
No, but in fact, a little bit sideways there as he comes out of the corner, just trying to get maximum power down.
He's got it covered. Hard on brakes at the end of the straight there. No, it's his.
McEwen, great ride under pressure.
It's well-deserved, this.
Yeah, Wayne Gardner says it himself, well-deserved. He knows what it's like. Bike 22 coming up for the start-finish line, and Jason McEwen takes the win for Ducati. McCarthy a very close second position, and it's absolute daylight back to third. Martin Craggle and Sean Giles. And let's check how they finished on the Shell Series race score officially. Jason McEwen, great ride there from 6, Kirk McCarthy. In third, bike 2, Martin Craggle. In fourth, 19, Sean Giles in the second Ducati. And in fifth, bike 9, Robbie Baird.